Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kat, and yes, this is the fourth video I'm filming today. My husband is watching our daughter. He's very kind. It's hot as fuck in this room, so I'm wearing just a tank top, and if you see glistening, we're gonna call it that. So without further ado, we're gonna get into this video. It's one of my favorites to film. I love the best and the worst of 2021s. I've been watching all of your videos. I'm sure that everyone watching me has been watching other videos. We love a good roast, and we love a good praise. And today, bring on the fucking roast. So I have 4 books that I really, really hated in 2021. Without further ado, let's move on to number 4. So number 4 is A Luminous Republic by Barba. I actually have this book. It's sitting in book jail over there. I cannot be bothered to get it. I am hot and tired and cranky a little bit, which is the perfect mood for this video. So A Luminous Republic promised to be evil children descending on a town and basically killing the people living there, and we're really getting into the head of these evil children. Except no, this book was horribly boring and I regret buying it in hardback. You dumb idiot, what were you thinking? We are from the point of view of a detective who is recalling a case he had years and years ago. So no, we're not immediately investigating the case. We are in this old, boring ass man's mind recalling something in the past. So no, we couldn't even get the action directly. It's not even through rose-colored glasses, it's through the fucking dusty ass lens of this man. So it's like diluted action, and he is so freaking pretentious. I think that's the thing that bothered me the most, okay? So he links famous literary works to what he thought others have been feeling. He quotes fictional journals and papers and refers to women as little or diminutive throughout the entire book. Make me hate you more, I dare you. No. No. I hated him as a person. So also this is shelved as horror or creepy, and as someone who reads horror, creepy, weird things, I love a good creep. This was not that, okay? This was so slow. It had like, one little hint of something creepy, but more it's literary fiction and very dry at that, okay? Like, this is not gonna scratch anyone's horror itch at all. And then also, there are a few lines that disparage the local indigenous population, referring to them as feral jungle children, dirty, primitive, etc. So let's just label it gross, gross, gross. And I hated this book. Yep, no, I hated this book and I don't recommend it at all, and it was a huge letdown. But that's only number 4, okay? Because I hate these other books more. So number 3 on this list is Tequila Blue by Rolo Diez. Yay. Yay. Okay, so this is following a dirty cop in Mexico City, and I thought that this book was going to be like a very clever, like sarcastic take on dirty cops, because the author was imprisoned for rallying against the dirty police state in Argentina. He was arrested, served time, and then he basically fled to live a better life in Mexico. So I was thinking, okay, this author knows what's up, and he's writing this book to be like tongue-in-cheek. Only there was no tongue in the cheek. This book was just bad. And also, I don't think if that was his goal that he accomplished it at all, okay? At all. So it said that scathing comedy, it's not. It says it's just like Tequila, and I would agree in that it's bad and makes you want to puke. Basically, the plot is following a dirty cop, Carlito, who is investigating the murder of a rich white filmmaker of dark porn, i.e. snuff films, while he tries to make as much side money from hustles as he can while he cheats on his wife. The male gaze, as I said in my review, is a laser beam in here. I hated it so much, and I have nothing else to give you about this book other than don't pick it up. Save yourself from that. Okay, we're moving on. Number 2 that I hated the most was At Night All Blood is At Night All Blood is Black by Diop, who is a writer from Senegal. Okay, so I had high hopes for this one as well. I think the reason that this one and also A Luminous Republic are on this list and made me so angry is because I had such high hopes. The premise sounds great, right? So we are following a soldier who is fighting with the French army in World War I. His best friend gets shot and begs for a mercy killing. The main character can't do it, He just doesn't want to hurt his friend, so instead he watches his friend die like this horribly painful death. He is traumatized, and he starts to crawl across enemy lines every night to kill enemy soldiers and bring back their hands. Yeah, as like a really grim trophy. And at first his comrades are like, wow, he's so brave. Oh my gosh, he's the man. And then after like a few more hands and bloody, they're like, okay, no, we're not gonna hang out with you. We're kind of gonna ostracize you because you are weird as fuck. And that's actually not my problem with this book, because I love things that are weird as fuck and dark. So that in of itself would have got me. Okay, would have got me. Except that there are so many repetitive phrases in this book. I wanted to bleach my eyeballs every time one came up, and I felt like as an editor, if I had just found all the instances of certain words and deleted them, it would have made the book so much better. So for instance, the phrase God's truth is said 154 times in 152 pages. That's almost one instance per page. So that's just like one example. Another thing that was particularly gross is like the battle trenches are compared to women's open genitalia so many times, and I'm left sitting there like, okay, that was completely unnecessary and you're disgusting. And then also, I'm not gonna spoil the ending. Actually, no, I will spoil it because this is a fucking rant video of the worst books. Like, I don't recommend. So if you don't want the spoiler, just fast forward until you see the book change, okay? See the book change, no more spoiler, okay? Are you gone? If you're still here, you want to hear about the ending. So the end ends with him in a hospital, and he decides to rape and kill a woman. And that's the end. That's the end with that rape. Yeah, what a genius fucking ending. This book fucking sucks. So anyway, I hated it. So now we're gonna move on to my least favorite book I read all year. Don't recommend it to anyone, for anyone. I personally don't even think it should have been published. This is Our Alchemical Bodies by Thomas Gilbert, translated by M.B. Valente. So this is a French illustrated novel about a trans man named Camille, who is doing a science experiment morphing together the human body and time and space. So it sounds very grand. It is very grand. One of the main problems I had with it was that Camille needs two other human bodies. So they contact their ex-lovers, a man and a woman, to come take part in the experiment, and basically uses their past to manipulate them. So basically urging them to commit suicide, urging them to transform, urging them to even take part in the experiment in the first place. Like total gaslighting, manipulation, just toxic relationship all around. Hated that. Also, deliberate misgendering of Camille by a niece the whole way through. And then if that wasn't enough, it's the fact that the ideas of the experiment and the thought process were so fucking confusing that you're like, what is happening? I have no idea. This doesn't make any sense. Why are you listening to this person? Also, they're manipulating the fuck out of you. This is toxic. I hate everything about this. I don't recommend it for anyone. I hate this. I hate this. I wish I hadn't read it. I wish I had DNF'd it, but I didn't DNF it because I wanted to talk about how much I hated it. So, yeah, this was like a hate read, and I don't recommend to anyone. It was god-awful. So, yeah, that's the end of this. Tell me what books you hated the most down below. Do you have any controversial hated books? I don't think any of these books will be controversial because for the most part, either people haven't read them or they also hated them. So I'm with everyone on this one, I guess. Let me know down below, and I will see you in another video soon. Lots of love. Bye!